Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing another deck profile. Yes, I know, another one. This will be the last one for a while. On my Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom Standard Deck, post V-BT11. So with the new support, we finally got really good support for regular Maelstrom. With the second wave, it didn't really support regular Maelstrom, but it did improve the deck a lot. But now, with the new support, it made regular Maelstrom a lot more consistent and enabling its abilities much easier. So I'm very happy on what we got from V-BT11, and I'll explain why later. So let's begin with the deck profile on which Excel type we choose. It really depends on your build. I built my deck intentionally to focus more on regular Maelstrom first, and use Glory Maelstrom as a finisher, but sometimes. Usually, regular Maelstrom can handle its own with the new support, but Glory Maelstrom is a much better finisher because of its guard restrict, so it all depends on how you're going to play the game. In many cases, you will choose Excel 2 because it lets you draw a card, but if you're trying to go for the Glory play, Excel 1 would be the better one because more power will make it harder to guard Glory. But no more wasting time, and let's begin with the deck profile with, of course, the front card that you see right now. 4 copies of Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom. So its ability, it's a once per turn act, you can counterblast 1, give your whole front row plus 3k. That will be very significant, of course, because Aquaforce is not really known for having great attack values, so that extra power buff is pretty nice. But its second skill, which is not feeling like Maelstrom at all, and yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I didn't really like the new Maelstrom that much. On the third or fourth attack, if one of those attack hits, you can discard 2 cards to restand this. Yes, it's a free restand, essentially, because you're going to lose 2 to 2 more drive checks, and it's no counterblast, but it required your third or fourth attack hit, so back in the day, you would actually have to have a bunch of cards that would build up numbers to make it easier to attack hit. But now with the new support, you don't even need to worry about the attack hit part anymore. So of course, this is going to be your main first ride, and that's why you run 4, because, well, it's a first ride, so you have to run 4, and it's also one of my main focus. To continue off, we of course go to the second ride, and also your finisher, Blue Storm Supreme Dragon Glory Maelstrom, the evolved version. So its only skill is count once per turn, counterblast 1, it's an act. During this turn, your opponent can only use 1 card to guard their attacks and they cannot intercept. That's pretty strong, but it's not really good without extra power, but that's where the second skill comes in and why it's a second ride. If you have a soul with Maelstrom, it's not our name, your whole front row gets plus 10k. Yeah, so this will be 22k, and then you will have a bunch of rear guards that will also be 20 something k, and then with booster, it's going to make it very difficult to guard. So in many cases, you want to reach over the 20k shield value. So of course it makes it difficult to guard, and it makes it pretty much your opponent can't guard at all. This is just here as a finisher, usually as when your opponent's at 5 damage, but 3 damage is sometimes, but you should be running more crits if you're going to be doing that, which yes, that is how I build my deck. But this is not really good at early game that much, and 4 damage is okay, but usually early game is not really that great, so of course you want to use regular Maelstrom because regular Maelstrom will rush. But this card can rely on its own, so both has its ups and downsides. So that's it for the grade 3 lineup. Kind of disappointing that we never got a Maelstrom equivalent to the Cross, but whatever. To continue off, we go to the new card, Drifting Flow Fencer. So its skill is on place. You can look at top 7 cards for your deck and reveal 1 Maelstrom from among them and add it to your hand. Maelstrom Searcher. But second skill, when this card attacks, if it's the 4th battle of the turn, and your Maelstrom is Vanguard, it gets plus 15k. So it reaches your big numbered thresholds. It becomes a 24k, and if you use Glory Maelstrom, it will become 34k, and that will reach over the 20k threshold that will make your opponent have to PG the attack. So it has its uses, and being the Searcher is also nice. Next, for another new card, and this is one of the cards that helps Maelstrom enable his attacks. Elfina. Its skill is, count, if your Vanguard is Maelstrom, it gets plus 5k power and 5k shield, so it does have that extra power buff, but that's not the main part of its skill. The main part of its skill is the second skill, where when this card attacks, you can counterblast 1, Into the end of the battle, you can activate the attack hit abilities even if it does not hit. So it's an attack hit enabler. So basically, it changes from the battle that this card attacks, you can do the counter blast. It changes the ability of when this card attack hits to when this card at the end of the battle that this card attacks essentially. So this card enables your Maelstrom attack. So what you do is this card does the third attack. It doesn't matter if it hits or not, and use its skill. So now you can nullify the condition of regular Maelstrom's attack hit condition to just have it at the end of the battle that this card attacks essentially. So that's why you would run this. Of course, you're not going to use this too often because regular Maelstrom is just your first ride, and the minute that you don't go to him anymore, then you don't really need this card anymore. But there's also another card that does a similar thing, and it's much better because it gives you better stuff. So 3 is enough, and grade 2 space is kind of tight. Next, I run Algos because Algos gets you additional attack. To me, Soul Blasting is a little iffy in this deck because you are going to be using quite a bit of Soul Blasting. At least for Counter Blast, you can actually refund it, so I just stick with Algos for this one. And I don't like the new Tidal Assault because it's kind of bad. And another thing is, you need the attack numbers for some of your cards, so running the Algos will be quite helpful. And finally, for my last grade 2, this is Press Stream Dragon. So, its skill is once per turn at Counter Blast 1, discard a Maelstrom card. Your Vanguard with Maelstrom gets plus 10k power and drive them up plus 1 for the turn. Basically, what you will want to do is, say you have one of your attack hit enablers like Elfida, you would actually use this card skill for your regular Maelstrom because you don't really want to use this with Glory Maelstrom, and give it the ability where it becomes 22k, would include its ability, it will be 25, and an extra drive check during the turn. So if you use Elfida during its third attack to restand this, you're going to get 2 attacks from Maelstrom with triple drive and 20 something k each. Yeah, that's a lot of benefit right there. Now the only downside about Press Stream Dragon that you have to discard a Maelstrom card, but you do have some Maelstrom searching, so you should be able to pull this ability off. And realistically, you only need 1 copy of each Maelstrom. So you have those extra copies, you could just discard those extra copies. And now with, of course, Maelstrom now being able to get its attack hit condition enabled, even without attack hitting, this card has gotten so much better. But of course, like I said, base 4 Maelstrom is my main first ride and Glory is my second ride. So most likely, once you hit Glory, this card's not going to be that great. Sure, you can exchange the grade 3 Maelstrom for a triple drive Glory, but you mainly want to use this for just regular Maelstrom. And also it's AKA base, so there's also that downside. So that's my grade 2 lineup. To my grade 1 lineup, I've run another attack hit enabler, Radiant Assault. So its ability is when placed, so that's one downside compared to this to Elfida, is that this one has to be on place. You can Soul Blast 1. During the battle that this card boosted, the attack hit ability condition is nullified. So if this card boosts for 3rd or 4th attack, you can enable the condition for Maelstrom, which will of course give it 3 stand. And its second part of the ability is you can then put 1 Maelstrom card from your drop zone to the bottom deck to draw a card. And you can combo this with cards like Press Stream Dragon, where you could use Press Stream Dragon skill, discard a Maelstrom card, give your Maelstrom extra drive checks and all that, then use this card skill to do the Soul Blast, and then get the attack hit enable ability. And also, because you discarded a Maelstrom card with Press Stream, you can put that to the bottom of the deck to exchange it for a draw, so you can do that. But of course, you run 4 of these because you want the attack hit enable ability, and that's the main reason why you run 4. And then for my other grade 1s, Wheel Assault, because this card's still pretty strong and it gives you attack numbers. Penguins for countercharging. Grade 3 Searcher, because grade 3 Searcher. And also because you do have Press Stream too, so it can be helpful. And here's another card from this one from Team Dragon Vanity, Analyze Shooter. So its skill is, when this card attack boosts hits a Vanguard, but you do have attack and hit enablers, so you don't really need to worry about that. You can Soul Blast 1, discard a card from hand. search your deck directly for 2 Maelstrom cards and add them to your hand. Yeah, so this card can search out what you need, which is why it's really good. But of course, this is really meant for early game and all that. You could probably run more copies of this, but it's a 6K base, so that's going to be one of the main downsides. And another one is it heavily relies on having an attack hit, or you have to have an attack hit enabler to get its ability off, so there's also that. And if you don't get one of those, then that's another thing. And realistically, you just really need one copy of each Maelstrom, like I said. Once you have one of each, then the rest are just extra copies as fodder for everything else, so you don't really need that many. So that's it for my grade 1 lineup. My starter, run whatever starter you want. And then the trigger lineup, you can change it up a little bit, but I decided to go 8 crits. Mainly because, like I said, my build focuses more on having regular Maelstrom first. So regular Maelstrom will get that pressure, and of course we'll get the restand. And at that point, when it restands, your whole front row is not going to be really rested. And regular Maelstrom is now consistent on its own, so you could even just use it without Glory. And like I said, Glory is really just mainly a finisher. And if for some reason you can't really use regular Maelstrom and you have to ride Glory a little early when your opponent's at 3 damage, you kind of want the crits more. But you can also go for the Rainbow trigger lineup for crits, for fronts, just for the extra power. But the trigger lineup is really up to you for this one. But of course you still should run the 4 draw PGs and of course the 4 heals. Alright, that's it for this deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I haven't been making any of those fun videos lately because I've been doing all these deck profiles because 2 sets in a row has been giving me support for clans I play, and both of them gave me archetype support that I also want as well, that being Phantom Blaster and Maelstrom. So now with all that out of the way, I can finally get back to my fun videos, of course, and also with the new Maelstrom support, the consistency. Kind of weird that I decided to do Standard Maelstrom after Premium one, but like I said, I do play Premium Maelstrom more than Standard Maelstrom because I like the strides, and it plays back from the original Aquaforce playstyle compared to the new Aquaforce stuff that is not really playing by the original Aquaforce playstyle as much. But that's just me. So let me know what suggestions that you would put in this deck and what do you guys think of it. But other than that, have a nice day.